officially, guys, we're back.
Back and sexy.
So,
Give me a chance to do something.
Jedediah Salt is just like, well, this is completely unacceptable. I'm leaving your ship now. I will send the messengers out immediately. Everyone shall know of this betrayal.
But we never trust you.
You know, we are.
Or you never trust us.
Pirates.
You trusted us?
Yeah. You guys are talking about trust and piracy, and he just adjusts his like orange striped leather armor, and is just like, well, I never. You know, I've worked with some pirates in my time, but you are a true ruffian.
Never will with an attitude like that.
30 years as an agent of the company, and I never. And just begins marching, holding his book in front of him like it's a shield off of the ship.
I really, really, really want to throw him over the railing.
Say, Admiral, with your permission, can I make this small problem?
I don't think we should soak the book, but yeah, him without the book.
I still got the notes. I still got the contract, and I'm reading like, enough without the contract.
This might be a thorn in our side, guys. I guess we got to figure out how to make this painful. You know what? Put up a signboard. If you want to get out from under the thumb of the evil
dictators
in the... Come to the island.
We make our own unions.
We don't need a union. We won't have a union.
Tired of paying your annual union dues?
Tired of being bled for your dues? Yeah, okay.
So we're in port and this guy came aboard?
Yeah. Let's start a campaign against these jackrabbits.
Trying to bust the unions, huh? Get as many scabs as you can?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he marches off the ship, and when he reaches the end of the gangplank, he disappears.
I really seriously wanted to just pick him up and throw him off the ship. God darn.
I was more than willing to lightning bolt him into oblivion.
Yeah.
All right, you post your sign up asking for scabs, scallywags, and anyone looking to get out from under the thumb of the oppressive unions.
Absolutely.
We'll be man.
Yeah. We'll. What do y'all want to say? Well, we need to help them get there.
Fight togetherness.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but let's talk to the ferry boats and see if we can get them a cut rate, and we'll help pay part of their fare to the island to help get folks along.
All right,
yeah.
Excellent.
No, we want them to pay us, not the other way around.
Well, they will when they get
out
there.
More money.
No, but I mean, think about it. Craftsmen just working on the island for basically for free, just to not have to put up with a guild. It don't get any better than that, man.
Like the power.
All right.
28 plunder, dude.
Yeah. So
wait, what?
The representative of the local there's like a small council of like transport captains whose only jobs is to transport people from one island to the next and have them not get robbed.
Yep.
And so they pay lots and lots of money to make sure that they're in good with all the pirate lords, so none of the pirate lords mess with them. And so they're perfectly willing to meet with you.
Okay.
And one of them stands up, a rather rotund woman with a large beard, and she just says, "So, you're Scourge, huh?
Is she dwarf or she just have a beard?
Oh, no, she's dwarf.
Okay, all right.
So play with that fan.
I heard you had a big orange mohawk or something.
I am not Admiral Scourge. I am Admiral Scourge, Saltbeard, Clan Lord.
You sound real confident about that. Very well, Admiral Saltbeard.
He still has the orange mohawk, by the way.
No,
it's just
I
not on
shaved
his
it off
head.
before I left
No,
the
he
cabin.
shaved it off.
I did.
Yeah. It's just not on his head.
Oh yeah, it's in the cabin. Yeah, glued to the wall. It probably stuck all by itself.
Fair enough.
So, what is it you want to talk to us about?
Well, we just tried to get. We just met with the. My word went away.
Unions,
Guys.
Brotherhood.
Union. We just met with the Union Brotherhood who tried to stiff arm us and break our back, and we're ready to throw a monkey wrench in their plans. I'll be more than happy to waive your fees that you pay to the other pirate lords if you'll give these folks a break to ferry them to the island to get out from underneath the.
Well, that puts us in a bit of a position there. Admiral, Captain, Lord, Saltbeard, Scourge.
Just Scourge is fine. Well, I don't
Scourge.
stand on ceremony.
Good. I don't like standing at all.
Yeah, good. Then we'll sit back down and have an ale. Or
So you
3
like,
or
you see me
12.
pour
She kind of
come in with
nods
like a
impressively
cake.
and then like holds her hand out for someone to bring her a mug.
I bring her a mug and I pour her some out of the special dwarven ale. It's like I'm trying to do as
good.
comfortable as possible without, one step it could explode. It's like,
And in
here
good
we
dwarven
go.
fashion, nothing gets said till we finish at least a mug or two.
It isn't the kelp ale. is
Oh
it?
no, this is the
Yeah.
dwarven stuff.
That
I keep
lose
that
a
for
hand.
me. I need that for blood magic.
That would cost somebody a hand. Yeah, like I said, in good
Good
dwarven
ale.
fashion, nobody
Good
says a
ale.
word until we top off an ale. So
You could see the rest of the people are like halflings and humans in the room. And they're like,
we'll have regular ale for them if they prefer.
yeah. After the first
don't wanna
mug,
go
they
into
definitely
waste.
get something considerably lighter than special
Yeah.
dwarven reserve.
Yeah, wouldn't
They
want to
prefer
waste it on
not.
anybody that can't appreciate it and still be conscious.
Alive.
So
So Dwarven Reserve, that's like 100 proof minimum, right?
It's 1,000 proof.
It's magically reinforced.
it is magically. Yeah, it's magically
It's
concocted
more
to
than
make you
200 proof.
ripped. All right, so here's the deal. We want
That's physically impossible.
to
Magic.
magic. You're the guy throwing fireballs around, and you're going to tell me about physically impossible.
Yes.
I love the idea of like there's these orange stones floating over his head. There's like a ghost following him around, and he's like, "But Captain, that's not physically
That's not
possible."
possible.
Basically,
All right.
it turns the water in your body to alcohol. So like it's pure alcohol.
Oh, I
and then
like
it
that.
turns the-
Even
Yeah.
better. Yeah, it gets you even
Okay.
more.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, we'll explain to them. We're going to break the back of the unions, and we're going to start right here. And I'll be happy to waive your fees. And if you want to lie to everybody and tell them something else, great. I don't care.
Ooh, I like the part where we're lying about things. That works out real well for
Go.
me.
Go right ahead. You tell them anything you want to tell them, and
I'll tell you what. We'll do this
straight-
lying thing, and if we get discovered, you won't mind if we pull out of the contract, will you?
Not at all.
We
Do what you
can't
can
cross
as
the
long as you
Brotherhood
can.
openly, at least until you break them.
Well, we're going to do our best to break their backs.
I'm
know a
willing to
cer-
put an inordinate amount of trust in you, Captain Scourge. There's not a lot of
Do they have
dwarf
a-
captains out here. There's not a lot
Do
of
they have a-
dwarves out here.
They have headquarters around here.
Yep. Well, anything you can do to help these folks get free of the unions and get out to our island or anyone else who wants to support them would be fantastic. We're going to start spreading the word today.
All right, so in
Admiral
order to do
Scourge's-
this, we're gonna have to take our passengers off the books, like some
Sure.
sort of underground sail road.
Hell yeah.
Ow, ow, ow. Man, that hurt.
Yeah, get wrecked.
You
They
gotta
have
work
a-
hard.
Do they have a headquarters located here?
It's
Who?
underground.
Who are you asking?
The Union.
Very-
I'm
The
asking-
Union has a building in every city.
How big?
Okay.
Not very big.
Really?
So as much as this guy's trying to pretend like there's some sort of monolithic organization, everyone pays like a couple coin to it, and that's just about it.
Oh, okay.
It's
so
not some
we
sort
never
of.
even get
He's
to
making
try.
more out of this than it should be, but
Yeah.
as he did mention, almost every pirate captain just signs it away.
Just not worth the trouble.
Yeah,
Here's
it's not like there's some sort of lockstep brotherhood where everyone's like,
Oh,
"Yeah, we got to do this." They want everyone to think that it's like that, but it's more like a bunch of lazy drunkards in the harbor pay a couple coin to make sure nobody bothers them.
Okay. All right. I don't feel quite so bad now, but yeah, I was
We're
thinking
about to start the revolution.
we're fixing to get screwed here.
Okay.
I'm still tempted to go blow their building up. I'm just saying.
You could, enter a job in politics and start calling yourself a job creator, and open freedom for new businesses, and they'll have to pay the, extreme taxes of the unions, and that's a whole new platform for Admiral Scourge.
Instead of paying the unions, you get to keep the money yourself, which helps improve your life. We're doing this for your benefit.
All right.
Oh, I love the 21st century politics that wind up in these adventuring days.
The days of
Yep.
Scourge Pass.
All right. So
Okay,
what's the
so-
plan now?
Craftsman,
Yep.
food and drink, fisherman. Put the word out for a druid.
You
Pissing
got to
off
go
the-
to Drenchport to do that druid thing.
Oh, we were just going to try to get somebody to get a message to him.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. That just happens then.
Okay. And what else, guys? We got to go find some plunder on the way home, or we can't actually stop. We got to sail around and around and around and around the
No,
island.
I mean, when you go home, it doesn't cost you plunder to land there.
Oh.
Because they have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
waiting for you.
It's our place.
Yeah.
And we keep them happy, so
Yep.
doesn't cost them money.
If
All
you
right.
want to go back, it's fine.
What else, guys? Who needs something while we're here?
I can't.
That's all I can think of.
I can't learn any new spells, so I'm good.
I think we're.
Let's
about
host a
ready for
party.
Okay. When you
All right, let's go
return,
do a party.
it is day 38. Various, much smaller than you would have expected, but various people do begin streaming onto the island. Surprised with the lack of homes here, they begin contracting very small, either houses or building arrangements with Jameson's craftsmen, who take extra contracts to build, like tenements, large apartment buildings and such. And the Church of Callistria sponsors all of that. They're making our play to be the landlords here. After you arrive, it's day 38 of 90. No one has come to your fencing competition to face Lady Cerise Bloodmorn by the time you get back.
Really?
Despite the high reward involved, you have 0 takers.
Because her name is involved in it.
Well, I was saying set up a tournament, not say come face this.
Oh,
lady.
okay. Well, then, yeah, you have a bunch of takers.
Yeah, it's like
okay.
face the specific way to
Okay,
go.
so you have the exact opposite
No,
problem.
just,
Now,
just a standard tournament where there's there's a first place, second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place prizes.
yeah,
Even
your island is
I'll
now
enter just-
overrun with like a dozen drunk tournament chasers who spend all of their time getting drunk in bars, breaking everything, getting into fights to practice their swordsmanship skills, and then ending up in jail for a few weeks.
We have a jail here. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Pirate-
you've got Cashew, so you definitely have a jail.
Pirate land,
Sure.
you know.
You see me
Those were the
like
territory.
you see me like
You see us all
doing
standing there
processing
and
and
nodding our
paperwork.
heads. Like,
That's why all the
yes.
bar owners know mending.
Yeah, so you quickly get a reputation fairly quickly that the Island of the Empty Eyes, or the Island of Thousand Eyes, is a kind of poor island. It's not terribly well stocked, but you can live there. But more importantly, it's a place where people can go get drunk and get in fights and hang out with whores. Pretty much everything going on there right now.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Well, pirates. Of course, that's what Scourge loves to do. He's probably not the
He's
least.
like, sounds like my kind of island.
Sounds
I'm
like
glad
my
I
kind of
made it.
island. Wait, it is my island.
You see me like in the background doing paperwork, like, okay, carry the 1,000, say 200. Okay, put that guy in that brig. Okay, you served your
We need to
time, you're
build a
out.
bigger brig.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a performance sometime during the festivals.
Okay.
Nice.
Just a big percussion performance. Maybe gather some of the minstrels of the of the
What is
seven
your
that are-
relationship with Audessio? Like, Odessa?
I'm trying to keep it friendly. I'm just trying to establish
Okay.
like myself as the head of the social committee. So
I mean, she's pecking away at you. So you're like, you want to do a big performance, and she's just like, Laris, you should probably leave the performing to the minstrels. Maybe just show up for the big parties, We wouldn't want your special talents to get out to the open. Lower the impact. Leave it to us. It'll be fine.
actually, I would like to enlist upon your aid uh, to celebrate the homecoming and our establishment of the island for safety for newcomers, for people looking for freedom, and I would like to enlist upon your services to make a grand performance for all to see and hear.
Yeah, shouldn't you save that for the big festival with the pirate lords?
We want to give them a teaser though, like, have a performance
Are you sure
here.
that's wise, though? And I mean, in those clothes?
Wow.
I'm not sure
Holy
what her
crap.
intentions are, but
I think her intentions are to make you look bad.
so I asked her if she wants to help. If not, I'll do the performance on my own.
I mean, if you're ordering us to work on behalf of Captain Scourge for this event, we'll assist you. Just make sure it goes down on the record that I strenuously object to anyone seeing you in public dressed like that.
So, what's the deal here?
Like what? What deal? Do we have a deal? I thought my contract with Scourge was quite clear.
You're not making this any fun.
You're not having fun?
Nope.
This is my job.
This is your job. Well, at the moment, your job is to report to me. There's always...
At the moment.
We got fights brewing all over the place, man.
Yep.
We don't do anything halfway,
Wow.
do we?
Them's fighting words.
There's fighting words. Oh yeah.
I
we do
mean,
have some
I
leftover-
still haven't seen you perform, and I really would hate for you to embarrass yourself.
Okay, well, perhaps we should do a performance duel. Boom, boom, boom.
Just so you know, Adam, Scourge really does believe in free reign when he puts you in charge of something, so have fun.
So yeah, she sees you using your stick covered in drums, right? That's how it goes?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yes, Varisian folk dancing. Well, I suppose if you want to have a performance off, I can find a partner to perform some courtroom ball dances. We'll see how your little drums stack up.
Okay, I'll set up.
I feel like we're gonna have the Zoolander scene where someone just shows up and it's like, it's gonna be a walk-off! And then like people just start flooding into the room and everyone's just like, walk off.
Dance
Yep.
off,
Well,
dance off.
I'll start setting up. In addition to the duels and the feasting, there'll be like a bard off.
Just remember, if you get in real trouble, just pull your underwear out without taking your pants off and you win.
Or just hit her, because...
Exactly.
Or you can just trip her and make her look bad.
Yeah, of course. So she
forget
goes
the
to
blue
change
steel.
and shows up in like a very simple red silk dress with, courtly gloves on and barrettes in her hair, and shows up with a partner who is a gentleman with extremely dark skin, about 6'3", wearing kind of like a a tearaway tuxedo. And she's just like, well, Laris, should you go first with your little performance, or should I show you how it's done? I figured I would perform one of the traditional court dances of Golarion. That's a former capital in Shellyax, just in case you weren't aware of,
You may go ahead and start first in your performance.
Yeah, so she begins, very elegant ball dance that you've seen in any number of movies based off of the works of Jane Austen, where there's lots of stepping around and, offering of hands and twirling of skirts. Nothing particularly special happens until the very end, when she kind of like shucks the skirt off of the dress, and the dude like rips the tuxedo off, and then begin doing some sort of like 90s era, like something you might see in an MC Hammer video stuff. And the crowd is just like, yeah! Right up until the point where the dude's pants just fall off, and he's just like, oh shit. Yeah, I got a 12 on that. Wasn't quite as good as it should have been. Everybody's like, yeah. It was great. Yep. Good ball dancing. And all of the like pirates are drinking grog and like, yeah.
So I'm gonna get dressed up in some like Verisian outfits with lots of feathers and lots of dangling skulls.
Odessa's just like scoffs and it's like, oh, really?
And,
I didn't think anyone wore something like that.
Body paint in certain on the arms and legs, and do
Yeah, but when you're doing this, you see Sammy come up. I've been noticing that you've been playing with drums. You might need some assistance. I've been practicing.
I would love some.
She brings out a goblin fire drum.
And I'll bring out and I don't know how this will work, but essentially a ghost like bard will appear and also come to assist. So we basically got like a little drum line coming along, and just for effect. So we basically got like three drummers, and we just start drumming around in circles, crescendoing not only the sound but also the melody, I guess.
Okay.
And just dancing and twirling the sticks high in the air, and it just turns into like a raucous, a raucous drum line.
Okay. Let's see the roll.
Oh, yeah,
something that would probably appeal to pirates a little more than ballroom dancing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I came out a little bit. It's like basically we're doing drumline.
Yep.
The movie.
So
that's some freaky shit with Dom's camera there, real quick. He kind of teleported.
Must have missed it.
Oh, don't worry. You can go back and check it on the video. It was some like paranormal activity bullshit.
He's like stuck in a very regal pose at the moment.
No, that's just him actually sitting. That's.
Just kidding.
Yeah. So the crowd is like losing their shit, and after you come off of the dance area, Odessa is just like, well, I suppose if that's what the people like, I'll have to learn some routines.
I think both of our businesses can prosper if we were to work together.
Perhaps.
And not be adversaries.
Well, I wouldn't say we're adversaries. That would imply you were in the same league with me. However, it would seem you have much you could.
Shit.
It would seem you have much you could teach me about what the specific crew that Scourge has gathered here is looking for. The demand for rarefied, noble life in Kent was quite large. I can see that your crew is perhaps a lower common denominator.
I see. So you're accustomed to the nobles and the political game in that arena.
No. I'm accustomed to those who wish to pretend to be nobles for very large amounts of coin.
Okay. I can appreciate we come from different backgrounds. So, again,
She's like, I did suspect we came from different backgrounds, given that you're obviously not one of us. And she kind of gestures over to the remaining courtesans of her group. And I think in the time you've worked with them, most of the women and all of the men all have, like, scars along their backs and like signs that they've had bones broken in the past, and like perhaps all of the women have like bruising along their shoulders and backs as well. You've just caught views of when they're changing clothing.
so does that include her, Odessa?
I think she probably doesn't change anywhere near you because she doesn't like you.
Okay. Must be the perfume. Or lack thereof. I don't know why she doesn't like me, but whatever.
Well, you
Girls
see
can
Sam
be
switch
girls.
back into her full plate armor because that's what she's accustomed to, but she gets into, matching outfits with Laris for the performance, of course.
Yeah, Laris, do you want to like press the issue here and ask her why she doesn't like you? Maybe you'd like to sense motives?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that's basically the point I was trying to get to. But so why do you not like me?
Well, you put yourself above me.
Well, that's as a officer to the captain, it is our responsibility to build a buffer around the captain in order to advise him.
She looks
properly.
confused at you, and she's like, "An officer to the captain?
The admiral.
I thought you were his cabin girl."
No, I am his officer.
Yes, and Sam said, I am the ship's surgeon.
Craig, you okay there? You look like you're losing it.
Oh man!
Remember that the only thing
just
she's seen
meant-
out of
Come on,
Laris
Adam,
is
girl fight. Come on, man.
the only thing she's seen out of Laris is like showing up with paperwork, delivering it to Scourge, coming back, and then being like, "I want to be in charge." That's all she knows of Laris.
But Laris didn't want.
Why?
Scourge put her in charge. Laris didn't ask for that.
I think Laris did ask for that.
I did
actually.
ask for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, she
I thought
definitely
it was
did.
Scourge insisting that
Yeah.
she take care of it.
No.
Yeah. I'm also seeing to certain methods to increase his numbers, his clan numbers.
I see.
So that's why I think you may be assistance to us.
Well,
It
my
may-
apologies. I didn't realize you were someone of actual rank.
Well, it is a new rank that I'm quickly becoming accustomed to.
Well,
Human
after
resources.
seeing your abilities, perhaps we can work more closely together. Wow, that cat right there, Craig, it just like waved its tail on screen and then disappeared.
Yeah, he does flybys.
I need to bring Shark Cat back.
Shark cat.
Yeah.
Da, da, da.
What
Da, da,
if
da,
I
da.
still have it?
He keeps coming in and laying on my arm and across my keyboard. It kind of interferes with Fallout a little bit.
I'm going to try to run upstairs real quick and see if I still have a shark balloon animal that my son got yesterday. It's pretty funny.
So what's the plan moving forward here? You have gained the grudging respect of Odessa Requo. Odessa Requo.
For me, it's just assisting with the party. Need to have a social planning that needs to be. I think we've set up everything though, and I'm just wanting to surprise Scourge with some of the waiting young, dwarven maidens that are wanting to bear his children and further his clan.
It's basically
It's like a little
Nice.
It's like at the end of the night, it's like as if he's
Oh,
like going back to his quarters, and he's like, "What?"
What is this?
Oh my god.
They're all bearded and round. They're my type.
So
They're the
Uh,
right height.
after
Bearded,
about
round and drunk. Perfect.
5 days of waiting, a druid finally shows up. And he was riding like a shark. So he just rides up to like the edge of the docks and
Nice.
pulls himself
Wait.
up there.
Is he standing tall in the saddle?
I don't know what that means, man.
Oh,
I don't know shit
my
about riding.
gosh. Blazing Saddles, man.
I've never seen it. I
Oh,
watched History of the
gee.
World Part 1 instead.
Oh my god, Blazing Saddles is some of the funniest shit that that guy's ever done. Ever.
Yeah.
In the history of ever.
Fair enough.
Alright, so yeah, the druid shows up and just like waits down by the docks. And you were informed of his arrival based on the fact that people are like, this guy's freaking everybody out, and like the shore police have tried to remove him and he just refuses to leave where he's standing at.
I assume that where somebody's going to come tell us, I'll gather up all the officers and we'll go down to speak with him.
Okay, so you find this young elf. He's probably like 30, which in elf years is quite young.
Yeah. Like,
And he's got lanky, like, black hair just all over the place. He's just like, He's definitely a hipster.
oh,
Wearing
God.
like all hemp clothing, and he's got like tribal markings on his face, and he's not wearing any shoes.
At that point, you hear Marcus stepping down with Messer. You said he was riding a shark? That's awesome. They'll look out and sees his appearance and is like, oh.
Yeah, is one of you guys the
Never
captain
mind.
here?
Admiral. Yes.
Admiral, yeah, what's up? My name is Harrison. I'm like totally an elven druid and stuff.
Awesome.
Adam, that's pretty cool, man.
I can't believe all the establishment you have here, man. I thought you
And
were
we're
all
working-
about like bucking authority, return to nature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where exactly
that's-
would you have gotten the return to nature aspects?
Well, man, he
I
sent a
can understand
message to
the bucking
Drenchport
authority.
asking for a druid, dude.
Well, actually, we were.
Yeah, man, but look at all this civilization you got here.
You know
You're
what?
like not one with nature.
On
you're
the
like
other
cutting
side of the
trees
island,
down.
it's all nature. There's nobody there.
But
And it could
like,
be all yours.
Yep.
I mean, you're trying to bribe me, man. You're trying to like
Yeah,
sell
pirate.
me the land, but the land belongs to itself.
And that self can all be yours. Stomping grounds.
I see you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
really understand the concept of bribery here. I mean, like, if I
I'll
was
say-
gonna work with you and not for you, you'd have
Yeah.
to make some changes around here, kind of green up the place. It's not
We
like
have trees.
trees, man, and you like cut them all down for your fort.
You have to
Sure.
understand.
Trees would be great.
I'll say
I
you,
say
you have
so,
to
we have
understand
trees.
this island has not had civilized feet placed upon it in over 500 years. It is a veritable wonder of the Earth Mother or whatever it is you
It's the green
worship.
faith, man. It's the green
The
faith.
green faith, great. So
I can tell you
500
don't
years,
believe,
no one's-
man, but my spirit animal is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's awesome and amazing. What surrounds
Oh,
us and binds
wonder-
us.
Well, for you,
Yeah, it is pretty good for me.
Yeah, well, very cool. But
Yes.
perhaps you would benefit from touring the island a little and seeing what nature has done with 500
man.
years worth of
I'm just
absence
gonna
of
talk to some of
civilization.
the animals, man. Just gonna like find some squirrels and send them out. They'll come back and tell me what I need to know.
So you have no interest in perusing this unblemished landscape we have before us.
Hey, it could take me a while to get around there, and I've been riding for like 2 days. Okay? Straight.
Well, you must be tired.
You know, when you ride on a
That's
shark,
logic.
you can't exactly fall asleep, alright? You gotta stay awake the whole time. Gotta become one with the water.
It's a good thing you're an elf and you don't sleep much.
Right.
So, okay. Take some time, relax.
So in Pathfinder,
Science?
elves still sleep. It's not
Oh,
like
well,
a
but I-
3.5
they got
where
rid
they're
of that.
trans. Yeah,
Oh, completely.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
they-
can't. They can't be magically forced to sleep, but they still sleep.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, yeah, not that they don't sleep at all, but they don't need as much or something.
No, they
Is
still
that just
need the same
completely
amount.
gone?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
3.5 still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah. Well, relax, enjoy the island, get to know your way around. Here's what we were looking for, and if it's not for you, then we'll find another.
What do you
druid, I
want
hope.
me to do when you're here, man? And I don't want to hear about how I get my side of the island and just like establish myself as a druid over there. Like, what do you need me to do?
What?
We need fish, lots and lots and lots and lots of fish.
To do what with?
We have an agreement with the Cyclops that they get lots and lots and lots and lots.
Are you
of
high, man? Cyclopses are like mythological and shit.
I can show you one if you survive
Yeah.
it.
Oh, that's so
If
cool.
you want.
If they're real, that would mean they've rejoined the cycle of nature.
I can assure
Right.
you that they're real.
Oh, don't worry. I'll like go out there as a flying squirrel and observe them from on high so they don't know they're being watched. It'll be
Fair enough.
awesome.
I gotta wonder,
Also-
Sky even blink that Scourge's eyes are bandaged?
No.
No.
Also, I mentioned to the guy that we have 2 treants on the island that like to serve coconuts.
He's like, oh man, a
They're actually
coconut
my
tree
favorites.
ant.
I think they're pretty awesome.
I've never even heard of that before.
Yeah.
You do have
Coconut
some
herd-
Be
unique
careful.
magical shit here, man. So I'll tell you what. I just want to talk to a couple of animals, kind of get a lay of the land, see how you've been treating people around here.
Well,
I
you can
got like
start-
5 suggestions just offhand with how you could greenify the island.
Okay. You could start with the dinosaurs. They're over there.
Oh man,
Yeah.
dinosaurs. Yeah, man, my spirit animal is a T-Rex.
Yes.
Yeah.
you said
Also, I
that.
tell
I
him
could,
about the
like-
nest of
Eat them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And
No,
if
there's
I
only 3 of them left.
never
Just
have
don't
to
eat
talk
them.
to you again, it'll be a perfect business arrangement.
He's like, is
No.
that some sort of dwarven blessing? Because
Yes.
like, I
Yes,
wish
it
to
is.
never talk to you again as well, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. That is.
That's so cool.
Mhm.
I also mentioned to him about the flying reptiles on the other side of the island. Be careful, they're pretty nice. as long
Yeah,
as
they're
you don't
liable to
mess with them.
carry you off.
He's like,
Yeah.
petrodactyls, man. I think I might be able to like shapeshift into one and then fly as part of their airy. That would be cool.
What was his name again?
Fantastic.
He hasn't given his name, I think.
Oh, I thought you said his name when he first showed up.
Oh yeah, his name is Harrison.
Harrison, that's
There we
right.
go.
Just remember, Harrison the hippie. Don't
No,
touch
man.
the dinosaurs.
My name is Harrison the Jade. That's my
Yep.
druid name, man.
You're,
Keep that on
yeah,
the
but
DL.
we're all inside gonna
Whatever
be
you
thinking,
say.
Harrison the hipster.
Don't touch those dinosaurs. There's only 3 left.
He's like,
Do we
but
have
you
a-
just told me to look at the dinosaurs, man. That's something you just said.
Look, don't touch. They're for appreciation, not food.
That's not how druidism works, man. It's all part of a natural chain. We're
Which
all
involves-
food to something.
Eating.
And preserving that chain is very crucial. Those creatures, and there are not very many of them left. If you go and kill any of them, then there won't be any left to continue any form of chain whatsoever. They're not to be touched. Is
All
that
right,
to be
man.
understood?
I'll like
I-
figure that
I
out
love
on my
how
own. I'll
the wizard's
consult
telling
with the green
druid what
faith.
to do.
You mean the
about
sorcerer?
animals.
Yeah.
Sorcerer, whatever.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
Arcanist.
I'll consult with
Cycle
like
of life and all that, that's fine. You can go ahead and think whatever you want. You harm one of those 3 triceratops, you will answer to me.
No, man. I'll answer to the judgment of the Green Way.
Which will be him.
He's not
And
a
I'm a
member of
lot
our
more
spiritual
unforgiving.
faith.
How do you know? Drop the mic.
That's a good point, man. Are you like a druid too?
I used to be.
You follow the green faith?
I used to.
He used to do so many things.
Well,
I died.
mean,
I
if
don't
you aren't a
remember
druid
now.
anymore and you're not a green faither, what about you, elf dude? You green faither? He's pointing at you, Marcus.
I am a person who appreciates the natural cycle of things, more so of recently than late. However,
Well,
being
man, you're
said,
like telling me not to mess with the dinosaurs, but that's like your opinion, man. I'm gonna
that's
consult
not
a
an
higher
opinion.
power and shit.
That's not an opinion, that's a statement of fact. If you mess with
Uh.
those dinosaurs, you will not be long for this world. That is also a statement of fact.
I don't know if I can like work with someone with such harsh vibes.
You don't have to work with me. You have to work with the Admiral.
So he looks at you, Scourge. He's like, "Are you gonna let this guy tell me what to do? I thought I was
Yep.
supposed to have free reign here."
On that side of the island, sure. On
I
this
find
side of
these
the island,
working conditions unacceptable.
okay. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Oh, I'm not stopping by. I'll be taking information of this back to the Druid Circle. I'll like be back and stuff, man.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll
Have
be
a fun 2-day trip.
we'll be happy to
You
answer
know,
questions or
it
discuss.
strikes me as puzzling that someone who appreciates life in all of its forms would be so willing to cause such a stickling point as to cause harm to 3 dinosaurs, to where if they aren't allowed to live, then their line will not continue on this island.
Hey, man,
Surely
I'm
the
not saying I
preservation of the
will or
race.
won't kill the dinosaurs, but you gotta recognize that only nature has the authority to make those decisions, not the likes of you. If the Green Way tells me to kill them, I'm gonna kill them. That's how it
Well,
goes.
I'll tell you
If
what.
they
If the
say to
green,
help them reproduce, man, help them reproduce. I'm
I'll
just
tell you
listening to
what.
what the world tells me.
I'll tell you what. You're free to do whatever you choose, but if the Green Way chooses to tell you to kill those animals, then some other way will tell me to kill you in return.
All right, that's acceptable, man. We can have like a sweet aerial battle where I rip your guts out.
I
I would be
laugh at him.
fine with that.
Yeah, cool.
I would be fine with that.
All right, I can work under these conditions. I've worked with more hostile employers than this before. I mean, I got fired from my last 4 druid
Oh,
opportunities.
I'm not attempting to be hostile. I'm attempting to preserve what resources this island and what life this island has to offer. Surely you, as a lover of nature, would understand that.
Hey, man, sometimes in order to put something new down, you gotta burn away the old. I just follow the word of the world. Cool, cool. I think I
At
can
that
work
point,
with
I just
this.
look over at the Admiral pleadingly, like, can I please just kill this moron?
No, we kind of need him.
So he's like, "Hey, before I go,
Hey, look, I
do, like,
didn't choke the guy with the pilgrim hat. You got to live with this one. So,
Fair enough.
do you guys have like any drum circles on the island or anything?"
Oh, you just missed one.
You just
Oh,
missed one
man.
too.
Maybe at that point you see Marcus go and turn and storm away.
I will.
Bum, bum.
So Marcus, as he
will
sees you
entertain
walking
him.
away, he's like, "Wait, man, I don't want to see you or talk to you again ever."
The feeling is purely mutual.
Like, yeah, man, you guys have some cool sayings on this island. Real ironic.
So I'm gonna try to entertain him and seduce him.
Seduce him as well.
Yeah.
How old are you?
25.
Are you full out? You know, you're a human. Yeah.
Human.
So
Wait,
you're
what
you're
happened?
essentially. I mean, he's very young.
How old is he?
Okay.
He's 30 years old, but he is an elf.
Yeah, which means
So,
he's
I'm
like.
trying to think.
I mean, seducing doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have sex with him. He might be enamored of
Yeah,
you,
it
but
could be just like
Wait a minute, would that make him
sharing a peace
5
pipe.
MILF years?
yes, he's very young.
Well, maybe.
Like, I'm doing the math in my head. It's like, that's like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, elves don't reach adulthood until they're 110.
Yeah. Like, I'm a adult elf right now, 110 years old.
Logistically, but I
body-wise.
thought they still went through the standard humanoid
Very
growth processes at the same
slowly.
rate.
Yes.
Very
Basically,
slowly.
what I'm saying is, I thought they still went through puberty at the same time as humans, dwarves, and all those.
Kind of, but not really. But yeah, if you want to entertain and distract him and kind of get him on
Yeah.
your side, it's
Yeah, I'm
perfectly
going to show
reasonable.
him my
Drums.
powers of storm, since I am a storm caller. So thunder, lightning, a lot of percussion, circle dancing, and just put on a nice show, and then we can partake in whether it be wine or tobacco. Just I want to leave on good terms with this druid.
Okay.
And impress. I want to impress him. Is really my main motive.
Okay. Yeah, hit me with it. He's going to counter with his charisma.
Do you want me to do diplomacy or a straight just charisma check?
Oh, I thought you were doing like a performance, but yeah, diplomacy would
I
be
could
great.
I could do either or. It's fine.
Diplomacy is perfectly fine for this.
Okay.
You got a 5.
That's yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, yeah, I can tell from like the way that music moved through me. You have a real connection with the earth around you, and like the sky. You're a real cool lady.
I do dabble in my study of nature, and I appreciate it in all its forms. I hope we can build upon this beneficial relationship to improve the island and make it safe for both the inhabitants and the animals that reside here.
Yeah, that'd be like real cool if you show me how to do that drum dance thing, man. We don't have anything like that in Drenchport. It's just a lot of bass line.
All drums, no bass.
And if I want to call upon you, if you're around the island, how would I send you a signal?
Just like leave a flag up somewhere and I'll see it.
Okay.
I got good eyes.
She gives him like a peck on the cheek and thanks him for his.
All right, he smells terrible.
I'm sure he does.
And like his cheeks are covered in like saltwater grime
He
too.
really is a tipster.
He's like, "Oh man, you're like super cool, lady. All right, I'll be back." And then he like leaps into the air and turns into a sparrow and starts like flying around. And he's like, "Caw, caw, caw." And you can see that there's like a bunch of squirrels following him around now.
Squirrel out.
As he just like, so he's like doing like stunts and like doing loop-de-loops, and the squirrels are just like following him everywhere he goes. After a few minutes, all of the squirrels like break apart and spread across the island.
And at that point, you see Marcus walking by. I'll be back, but wow, man. And just disappear again.
I like how everybody's getting a nemesis now.
You're not really an RPGer until you got a nemesis, man.
I don't have a... Wait a minute, is Combat Boot Girl here?
Combat boot girl. Who the hell's that?
The cleric? Level 2
Cleric.
cleric. I think she's level 2.
I have
The one that
no
used to
idea.
hang out with Anaris all the time and train him before he died.
Nope. No.
Yeah, the cleric of Calicia.
I have no idea, man.
We changed her name like every scenario what her name is. Help me up, Adam.
Yeah,
I
her
got
name was.
nothing, man.
Must have been before my time.
It was really close to Alaris. It was like
Oh, are you talking about
Golarion.
the cleric of Callistra you have on your ship?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's still here.
Yes, Alarion.
Just making sure,
There
because
it is.
I'm not
Yep.
sure she dip out when her friend
I
died.
was like, who are you guys talking about? Combat boot girl?
Yeah, she had combat boots. She was like,
Yep.
I suppose that's true. Yeah. You want to go talk to her?
I just wondered if she was still here.
Yes, she's still on the ship. She has been assigned there, and you've paid her lots of money to be there.
Yes.
Okay, she's there.
Okay. I was curious.
All right.
We lost the cook from like way back.
Oh yes, you lost. What was his name? Ambrose? The guy from the first book. Yeah, you lost him eventually. You're still on day 43 and 90. So what's the plan now? You might have a druid. He'll report back.
Sort
He
of.
might have a
maybe.
druid, but he might not live for long.
Yeah, he might not survive. Wow, man, what is it with all these obnoxious people? All right,
Part of role playing, dog.
I can't think. Yeah, really, I can't think of anything else, guys.
I can't think of anything else. We got money. Y'all want to craft some stuff?
See, all the obnoxious NPCs are just Arthur trying to get a rise out of me and drive me insane. Because
Is it?
Yeah, really.
Well,
Or am I just challenging your characters?
Yeah, really.
Seeing what your views are.
I say, I just want to read the paper. No, you have to sign right now. It's like, okay, I'm still reading the paper. Doesn't matter what you do.
Okay. So, if no one has any objections, I'd like to advance 17 days to day 60 of 90.
Okay.
All right, and that's the day that Harrison shows back up. He hasn't been seen since that day. Yeah, and he just like shows up in the fort one day as a petrodactyl. Like everybody's like, ah, shoot it! And then he just turns into a dude and like falls to the ground and lands. He's like, "What's up?"
You're alive.
I like,
Well,
yeah. I'll take care of the island for you as long as I'm allowed to, like, have establishments and preach to the good folk around here about the green faith. Rage against the system, man. It's endemic in every nation, even the Shackles. We gotta tear it down and return to our roots.
define establishments.
You know, man, like places where I can set up lots of trees and, you know, places where I can have like lots of foxes, and I need to be able to like rework the island to rebalance the flow of energy here. You know, there used to be a guardian in the swamp that was like a huge snake thing that kept everything in balance on the island. But ever since it died, there's like been some problems. And then there was a whaling fleet that operated out of the East Harbor, and they had like crab traps, and there were sharks, but now the crabs are all dying and the sharks are all angry, man. I'm trying to like restore balance, man, without imposing my own order. That wouldn't be cool.
So, how did you like the treants?
Oh man, I spent like 4 days straight talking to the treants, drinking of their milk.
They make some good
Those
milk.
coconuts are tasty, right?
Those are some cool treants, man. They've seen a lot of shit. They've been here for like 10,000 years.
Oh yeah, did you miss the
Probably
what's
were
the name
here
of that
before
lady
there
that
was water.
I'm trying to think of the lady that was part the water
Yeah,
plant lady.
the
Nereid, Seraphina, she's a cool chick, man.
Yeah, I know.
She's all telling stories I don't know anything about, though. Like, stories about civilization and, like, authority and stuff. I was
Wow.
able to give her a few stories about how to be free and live.
Free falling, man.
She's, like, super hot, bro.
Of course.
So what areas of the island would you be looking to affect these changes on specifically?
Everywhere, man.
I think
You'll
we
have to
should
be a
trust.
little bit more
I think we should. I
specific
think we
than
should
that.
trust Harrison in his endeavors. You know, he's shown good faith thus far, and you know,
Just make sure there's not a tree in my room when I wake up, please. 'Cause that'd be weird.
Why would a tree be weird, man? Your
Talking about in my
ancestors lived
room.
next to trees for generations.
but not in my room.
Harrison,
Listen,
So he's literally looking over your Mwangi mask. He's like, yeah, man, but like your whole people live in trees now, like above the jungle layer, so they don't get slaughtered by the predators.
Listen, Harrison, if you could just provide us with some more detail, that would be fantastically beneficial.
Oh, I can't go into any details, man. I took the druid oath.
Oh, yeah, it's legit.
Cool
Like,
story, bro.
look at Aces. Seriously?
Yeah, there's a.
Yeah, man, it's like being a doctor, except with nature.
You see, Sammy? Yeah, it's true. You have to make an oath when you're a doctor.
Very well.
I'll vouch for the druid. I've known him a short time, but I think his heart's in a good place. And I think he's going to see to it to make this island back in balance, like he says.
Like, kind of lean over to everyone else. I'm like, I don't even think this druid knows where his heart is. He's so damn out of it.
And I say hi all the time. And I'm missing you. Ooh.
Okay, so
All
what's
right, I will,
the...
I will
the plan
trust
here?
everyone else's judgment, and I promise not to kill him unless he harms the dinosaurs. That was our previously stated agreement, and I will stick to it.
Okay, cool.
And I'll walk away very stiff-backed, hands clasped behind my back.
You told me you see me look at Laura.
What's your bloodline again?
Arcane.
Arcane.
Okay.
I look towards Laris and it's like, I thought they weren't supposed to talk to each other anymore. See, they're becoming friends already.
Yeah.
Let's try
So
not to
yeah,
agitate too
before
many
he
NPCs.
leaves, he sees Marcus. You're walking away.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, man, I don't want to see or hear from you ever again."
Whatever.
Feelings,
Y'all like each
I
other.
just kind of reach up behind me. Feelings mutual.
See, this is how friendships work, man.
Yeah, so Laris, he's just like, "I'll see you later, Wathel."
I'm gonna follow him out.
Okay.
Wow.
Sure, man.
All right. So, I feel like I need to bath.
Laris, do you speak Elven?
I speak Sylvan.
No. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he keeps calling you Gwathel, but you have no idea what
Okay.
that means.
Do I know what that means?
Yeah, it means
Do I know what
older
that
sister.
means?
Ah, fair enough.
Excuse me. All right, y'all. What else? We got anything else we need to do? We got the food in place. We got the drink in place. We've got hopefully craftsmen and stuff coming to get set up.
Revolution against the Union going.
We got entertainment.
We've got the hippie druid balancing the chakras of the island.
We got our fish empire coming in.
I mean, I didn't want to say chakras, but I did want to imply that he's like doing some chi shit with the island.
So
I got it.
I did.
Balance.
Yeah, I think
Next morning,
I've got absolutely nothing left except for the party.
you see
All
the
right.
next morning, Ace is like get to his window, open up to get some sunshine in, to see a tree there, and then I'm like, it's probably better not getting light anyway. And I go back to doing more paperwork.
Yeah, there definitely won't be a tree there. There'll probably be like a tree that's like right next to your window, preventing you from closing the shutter properly, though.
It's like that's just like
It's not going to block the sunlight. It's going to make sure the sunlight always comes in.
I just
uh,
see this new branch coming out of a tree that scrapes on Marcus's window. at night, like it blows. It's like, where's that coming from?
No, I mean, see, the thing
I
is,
can't
from his
sleep.
point of view, Marcus is like a cool bro who gives him respect after they had an argument. So from his point of view, he basically won that argument with Marcus, and now they're like, "Sup, man?" Ironic tagline before I leave.
Very typical hippie-esque. I was gonna say, if there ended up being a new tree outside my window, everyone just hears these magical blasts and sonic booms as I'm just decimating it.
You see me like I accept the tree and I start eating leaves off of it. Vegetation. I got a free snack.
Nope. Boom. Boom.
So, yeah, do you guys want to skip directly to the party then, or is there anything you'd like to do beforehand? You got this shit done way faster than the book expected.
You want me to do some crafting, guys?
If you want to do crafting, we can stock that for, between sessions.
Offline, yeah.
Fair enough.
So we're basically just going to run out the clock to 90 days, or...
Yeah.
Ooh, I can do some scroll crafting.
All right. So, the day of the feast. 3 ships arrive offshore and drop anchor, clearly identifiable by the flags flying off their mastheads. The first is a 2-masted brig called the Blood Moon, flagship of Avamar Sorinash, Lord of Olo. The second is the galley Come What May, vessel of Lady Cerise Bloodmorn. Finally, a single frigate called the Wavecrest flies the banner of Captain Mace Daramar. Boats are lowered into the water from the 3 ships as they head to the shore, their passengers surveying the harbor and port with measured, discerning eyes. And, as they arrive, Avamar Sorinash just looks over Scourge and is just like, "Greetings. We're going to have a little talk later with how you treated my son."
Who's his son? Do I know?
Yeah, remember Chum? The were-shark?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy. You know, the one you put on brig duty for a few months?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they would send him, right? Yeah. The only guy whose actual family we've... Yeah, okay. Whatever happened with Chum, anyway? Did he just leave?
He left the ship at some point.
I mean, he did show up in Plunder, part of a drinking contest.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I remember that because it was just like, hey, drop in references. I like it.
Lady Cerise Bloodmorn.
Some catching up to do.
Yeah, Lady Cerise Bloodmorn doffs her tricorn hat and does a sword flourish with her saber and is like, "Ah! Lord Scourge, is it? Pleased to make your acquaintance."
Most pleased to make yours, madam.
And finally, Captain Daramar comes off the ship, saying just a simple greetings and hefting his large trident.
Trident. Is he large-sized?
No, he's
okay.
a medium elf. And
okay.
He looks around and says, "Lord Scourge.
Lord Daramar."
While I don't have much to say to you publicly, privately I would comment that this island seems to be well in order. There is a natural balance to things here that you do not find in many places. I approve."
Glad you do so, sir.
Damn, I guess it's a good thing I didn't kill the druid.
Yeah.
Inside voice, outside voice. Yeah, pirates, what can you do?
So Avamar Sorinash is immediately like,
next time.
Yeah, Avamar Sorinash steps in and is like, "Very well, pleasantries are over, Scourge. Well, you and I need to have a private conversation later. Let's get this out of the way so we can get to the drinking part. Show us the fort. I want to see your defenses."
Okay. We will take them on a tour, show them where they want it, not hide anything, show them
Yeah,
whatever they want to see.
we did spend extra money for upgraded
Yes.
Defenses,
upgraded
yes, you
and
did.
additional defenses.
We sure
right?
did.
Okay,
Beautiful.
yeah, so as you're walking up there, Lady Cerise Bloodmorn is like, you know, Avamar, you could show a little bit more restraint. This isn't exactly the first time we've done this. You don't scare the poor dwarf, do you? He seems rather competent. What do you think, Maze? And Maze is just like,
I have a good crew.
Avamar begins asking some very pointed question about your defenses. Like, so, if I was to approach with 3 fleets from this direction, and this direction, with this many ballista loaded with fire arrows, how would you defend against that? Does anyone have engineering or siege engineer?
Ooh, I have both.
Okay.
Nice.
Pick whichever one you want to use for this.
Okay.
And tell me what you're telling him.
Siege engineering is I don't know if I see engineering is higher than my other one. Okay, let me see. That's plus that. Well, first of all, we'll probably, if you're coming from that angle, that would be a bad angle to come from because we have the coral reef right there, so they'll be doomed for trouble right there. Then we'll come from the counter side to flank them off to lure them to the other side, where we will come with the grip technique of water combat and yada yada yada.
The grip technique. Yes. I've heard of this before, but never seen it successfully employed. However, your ideas are intriguing. Surprising that you've managed to keep that reef there hidden a secret. Even my maps don't show it.
Yes.
Impressive.
We had to comb the bottom of the water to make sure no surprises, because we have to make sure our island's secure.
Alright, so he asked for a test of your siege engineering skills, which you instantly and immediately pass, apparently.
Yeah, I
with
knew
your
we needed
improved
siege
defenses and with your other things, and he awards you with a impossible bottle.
Oh, what?
Okay.
Don't know what that is.
Come again?
I'm seeing if they have it on Archive of Methes. Yep, they do.
And which one was this?
This is Avamar Sorinash, the werewolf captain. So, an impossible bottle is an intricately detailed miniature sailing ship inside a clear glass bottle. When taken aboard an undamaged sailing vessel at sea, the model reconfigures to become a perfect replica of the new ship. A ship attuned to the impossible bottle takes half damage from all attacks that deal damage. The model ship absorbs the remaining damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Damn, that is cool.
That is badass.
I'm glad I decided to put into making my sure the ship works right.
Yeah, I am too, man. I was going, oh no, engineering, we're screwed. Nice.
Maybe I see that and I'm like, and Marcus is like, I've heard of these, but I've never actually seen one before.
Yes, they're
He's
quite
just like-
rare.
That is super
He's like
cool.
he's like Gollum going after the ring scene. My precious.
Lady
Yeah,
Cerise Bloodmorn snaps a fan open with the symbol of the Taldane Empire on it and says, "You've had your fun playing with your guns, Avamar. I think it's about time we got the entertainment underway. Don't you agree? I understand there's some sort of sword fighting tournament that's going to be happening this evening. I was hoping to participate."
We'd love to have you participate.
I'd also like to arrange a private bout with some of your officers. I was hoping one of them might be able to disarm me. You know, I faced off with a number of men in combat, but none of them have been able to keep it up.
Is she like a light weapon kind of rapier fencing
She
fighter?
uses a saber.
Saber fighter, yeah. Is anybody willing to take on a challenge in an actual sword fight besides me?
I can, but
Well,
I'm not super great at it. Like, I'm-
Considering my
Yeah,
combat ratio being what it is,
Yeah,
I think I would have to politely decline.
I
Okay.
doubt if he would have even included Marcus in that discussion.
Question: can more than one person do this?
I can do it. I'll be happy to fight her, but
Like, if she allowed more than one person, I want to be the guinea pig before you can
Yeah.
like size her up. Get what I'm saying?
I just don't know if anybody is. I've lost track of characters. If anybody is
They're all
you know-
magic casters with
I have
less
weapon
than
finesse,
3
so-
sword bab.
okay. Now then and I'll tell her I'll be happy to.
Okay.
I'll be happy to fight myself.
Well,
Question being, would we be allowed to offer assistance to Scourge?
No.
No.
this would be a personal duel, of course. 1 versus
Yes.
1. Man
Absolutely.
versus
Perfectly
woman.
understandable, but you can't blame me for asking.
Yeah, happy to.
Well, let's have that entertainment first. And I'll go win your little sword fighting tournament, and then perhaps after I'm warmed up, I can face you down in the duel.
Question:
Very
I
good.
actually do enter the tournament though. Do we
Okay.
face in the tournament?
If you want to, sure.
Yeah, Scourge can take a look at the duel to see what he's up against.
Okay. Let's see here. Ba-ba-da-ba.
I know I'm probably gonna get my butt whipped, but
Really?
I want to get Scourge that like this is what you're up against, dog. Keep fresh.
Yeah, she's level 14, so I'm pretty sure as a melee fighter, she easily defeats you.
She's gonna wreck you. Yeah.
Hey, she
If
wrecks
you
me,
want to
but-
play it out, we can, but in a 1
no,
versus
I'm-
1 sword fight versus a sword specialist, that's...
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm planning to get rep, but I want to give the captain that insight. That's
Okay.
my main goal.
Yeah.
This is
You
with a
do
clear
gain a bunch of
understanding that
insight,
this is
Scourge.
not to the death, right?
Can you make a sense motive check real quick to just kind of look over the fight, perhaps, and see what you can glean out of her combat style?
Sure.
Excellent. You have a +5 to this because Asus is specifically fighting to give you this option.
Well, then my check is 5.
Oh, shit. Well, all you need is a 15 on the die in order to succeed. Of course, now that I've said that, you're probably going to get exactly 15 like every other fucking moment in this game. Where I'm like, don't worry, Scourge, the only way you can succeed is with a 20.
Ah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever. It was worth a try.
her fighting style is a mix of like Taldan fencing and swashbuckling and kind of Chilaxian Hell Knight greatsword wielding, which is weird.
What the heck?
Yeah,
Can
she's trained in many different styles and switches between all of them super fluidly.
Okay.
like when she wrecks me, which she does, can I request some pointers on the Chilaxian style?
She's like, before I teach you the Chilaxian style, young man, perhaps you should work on your footwork. I'm not certain you're of proper training material.
I'm not.
You need a few years holding a sword before you can specialize in something like this.
I say I have plenty of years ahead of me. I
Well,
point to the years.
years.
I'm a level 20 sorcerer wizard type. It's like I finally got an okay bab, and I still got wrecked.
Yeah, you don't have 7 feats in sword fighting either, so
I just have weapon finesse, so that's it.
Yep.
But I wanted to try to give you that edge, you know.
he'll forget all about it when he rages anyway. So
She actually has 13 sword fighting feats.
Damn, she's fancy.
Every single one of her feats is sword based.
Nice.
Well,
13 feats and 14 levels.
The book was like, get wrecked, which I did.
Yep. Well, maybe I can give her a run for her money. Who knows?
Yeah, so she settles into a crouch with her saber rod and is like, all you have to do, Captain Scourge, is remove my sword from my hand. I'll go easy on you for a little while, just to let you warm up.
Remove the sword. Oh, I have to do a disarm. That's
it's a disarm.
Okay, if I knock her unconscious and take
Yeah.
her sword, does that count? She didn't say how. Oh, I don't think I actually have disarm anymore.
so there's no way we can give him, like, mage
No.
armor.
No, I don't want any. I don't want any buffs or anything. I won't do this. If she whoops my butt, she whoops my butt. I'm not in danger of dying, so.
She's not going to
With
be
this
counterattacking
strength
you
up.
for a little while. She's just waiting for you to get the sword out of her hand. Yeah.
I'm looking at. I don't think I actually have disarm anymore. I have. No, I don't. I have shield slam and all that, but I don't have disarm.
But you do have the Scourge Whip, and that's a
Um,
range.
Yeah, but it. The whip is actually a disarm weapon in its range, and I can do it with
Without provoking.
without provoking, so I can attempt that. I mean, I'll try, since that's the goal. Is I'll try the whip and see if I
Okay.
can.
She looks slightly surprised when you step into the ring with a whip, but all the crowd is like, the Scourge Whip! It's the whip!
Okay.
You see me like, woo!
And it started a chant, whip, 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 whip. Oh.
So
They like doing the.
So she raises an eyebrow and is like, you know, Captain, when I said that men who face me couldn't keep it up, I didn't expect you to come into the ring so limp.
all right, so no feet scorpion whip.
You are proficient with it. That's cool.
I am fully proficient. It's a. I have no attack calculation there. Let's
Can't
put it over
remember.
here.
Was it a +1 whip or was it just masterwork?
It is masterwork.
It's masterwork.
Yeah, it's masterwork. I
The
don't
only
think I have
thing
it
magical
counted.
about it is the imbuement of the title of Scourge and some
Yeah,
other minor things.
I don't have it as masterwork, so this is going to be up.
So the imbuement of title of Scourge is automatically a +20, right?
No.
I got no. All right, so my base is 13. Yeah, so my base is 13, and then I don't have any bonuses. So I just use my CMD, right?
CMB.
I mean CMB.
CMB.
Yeah. So my CMB base is 13, and it'd be +1 for it being a masterwork weapon. I don't think there's a chance in heck I'm going to do this, but I can at least try it.
All right.
You got your strength and your rage, so.
Actually, raging would not hurt, would it?
Nope.
So let's go ahead and do
Let's
the
roll it.
rage. I'm trying to see if I have any spells before I do. All I have is cantrips, so I seriously doubt it. But let's look and see. Guidance? I can put guidance
As an
on myself
oracle,
for a
you
minute.
should have at least one first level spell.
I have 2 first level spells.
Yeah.
I have a 10 charisma.
Ah, there we go.
So until I get a headband or something, I can't. I could do divine favor if I can get a charisma buff, but that would be cheating. So guidance is a +1 on a check, right?
Yes.
Does that count?
Sure.
Okay,
If you
so
wanna prep yourself.
yeah. And I will rage, and that brings me up to a CMB of 15 +1 for guidance and +1 for masterwork, so 17.
Okay, roll it.
Come on, crush it. 24.
Nope. Yeah,
Nope.
she easily blocks it.
Yep.
But she's still standing in a defending stance and kind of like waggles the sword towards you.
Come on, do it.
I'll give it a
Just do
couple more tries.
No.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay, so
Oh!
tell me how you're pulling the sword from her hand. And by the way, her CMD is a 36.
Oh, snap.
Nice. All right. Well, he's raging, so there's absolutely no finesse. I mean, he's literally just flailing the whip at her like a madman and hoping to score something, and wraps
Are
the
you
whip around her hand and her sword all at once and yanks her forward.
Okay.
Are you?
So I think, yeah, you like
Anything?
pull her towards you and she gets like real close to your face and she's leaning down and she's just like, well, Captain, I guess I'm not surprised that a man will just whip it around all the time. Absolutely no finesse.
Unfortunately, raging, he's not going to have a witty comeback. He's just like spit spraying, screaming,
Yeah.
frothing.
She lifts your arm up and is like, the champion!
It's all.
Captain Scourge!
Nice.
Good job, Kurt.
Wow, another natural 20 saves the day.
Craig, you were like one of the luckiest people I know as far as just pulling your butt out of the fire with just rolling a natural.
He helps a lot of old ladies with their groceries.
I have been that way, I kid you not, my entire gaming career. On mundane, run-of-the-mill, day-to-day stuff, I suck. 1s and 4s and 3s, it drives me crazy. When everybody's like, oh, God, we're going to die if we don't... Oh, yeah, 20. It's been that way as long as I've been gaming. So...
Yeah,
So-
it's a startling correlation. The higher the stakes, the better your rolls.
better the rolls, yeah, and it always has been.
She presents you with a scoundrel sword cane. So this is what appears to be just a simple walking stick that is a cane, like a pimp cane with a skull on the top of it that has a sword that can be unsheathed from the bamboo. And again, it only appears to be a simple cane, except to those who look closely on it. The skull and backbone on the top turn it into a +2 sword cane. And you can use weapon finesse to imply your dex modifier instead of strength while using it, even though it's on a light weapon. The eyes grant you a +5 competence bonus to perception checks. And once per day, you can concentrate while holding the cane to see through the skull's eyes as if they were your own. It can be used as a
nice.
periscope to appear over objects or underwater.
Ooh.
Oh my God!
We gotta
Admiral
flip-
Scourge just got a pimp cane.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he
We gotta
did.
flip cameras back on real quick, guys.
All right.
Oh, that time period.
Yep.
Does anybody want that?
I'll trade you.
That's pretty badass.
Is it?
I would-
I mean, is it really useful for anybody else?
I could use it to like peer around stuff, you know, like when I'm stealthing, like, what's that over there?
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Okay.
And I could actually use it with weapon finesse because I has it.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't. I have no great use for. I mean, it's a +2 weapon, but other than that, I have no great use for it. So, and her name was what?
Lady Cerise Bloodmorn. I'm gonna type it for you. I think we're still missing you, Adam. So she kind of gestures for a chair to be brought to her in the middle of the dueling area and is like, well, if you'd be so kind as to bring me some sort of tray of hors d'oeuvres and a drink perhaps, and then begin the evening's entertainment, Captain. We should get this feast underway.
Happy to oblige, madam. Why is my? Do you guys see me as being really dark?
Yeah,
that's
it
what
happens
it
on
is.
Skype when the 4-hour.
Oh, that's
there we
Skype,
go.
okay.
It should pop
There you
out.
go.
There we go. It's back. Wow, nice, y'all.
So yeah, who is providing the entertainment for the group for tonight?
Here we go.
I believe that would have been Laris.
Yeah, definitely.
You doing it solo?
I was gonna get the band back together,
Sammy comes in. It's like, I'm ready.
and you know, I give Odessa a chance if she wants to bring her dancing companion in, so while we can play music.
Maybe
you know,
in the
she can
past
do-
30 days, maybe you've like worked on a dance routine together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe, being she is all about dancing and you displayed an extreme penchant for playing music, maybe you combine those two skills.
That's what I was thinking. It's a big, basically we would play, and then they would have a dance.
So you'll get a
Performance
+2 from Odessa when she invites Lady Bloodmore to dance with her on the floor in the traditional Taldan manner to which she is accustomed to.
Sweet. So am I dancing or?
No,
doing the
you'll be
motion?
playing your music.
Okay.
Which I
got
believe
the-
already your music actually kind of involves dancing, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like drum dance.
Yeah.
All right.
Sammy already has a +10, so she aids automatically.
Okay. Well,
Cool.
roll with the +4. Yeah, you could not fail this check.
Nice.
You couldn't fail this check with a substantial negative penalty. Yeah, everyone is completely and utterly entertained by the exploits just losing their shit over what an amazing party
Awesome.
this is.
Nice. Way to go, man. Alex is jamming out. Adam's jamming out.
So, at that point, one of the courtesans comes to you, Scourge, and kind of gestures toward the kitchen and is like motioning for you to go that way.
I'll make sure that I don't know what is up my cat tonight. He is living on my keyboard.
Shark.
I'll make sure that the officers know where I'm going. Like
Yeah, when she sees you looking at all the other officers, she's gesturing to them as well. She's like, over there.
I think we really want to all go, but yeah, I guess if we all want to. Sure, we'll go see what you want. Y'all come
Okay.
Okay, for the
Marcus
impossible
easily
bottle,
slips away.
for the impossible bottle, I want that to go towards the main ship, or I guess our flagship. Is
Okay.
that fine with you guys? Plus, it saves me, like, if the ship gets damaged anyway, I can fix it a lot easier now, because it's like half damage.
Okay. Yeah. So, when you enter the kitchen, that servant kind of remains outside and closes the door behind you. And inside, one of the courtesan men is like, Captain, we have a very small, minor issue. Just some rats coming up from the cellar. And then you hear, like, this sound that sounds like someone sharpening knives, like dozens and dozens of knives. Just a small, several hundred rats.
Small, you say?
Yes. They
Define
might
small.
or might not be about
Small as in less than 10 feet, or
to... So
more
when you
than-
say that, you literally see, like, the door to the cellar, like, thump. And he's like, well...
So approximately 10 feet, then. I should say 6 feet. 2 meters? Would that be easier for you to understand?
No, I don't understand.
Okay.
How
Let's go see.
big?
It's not the size of the individual rats. It's the number.
The size of the problem. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
This is a question.
Wow.
This
What
is
the
one of
heck?
those
You think
subject
somebody is
matter.
doing this to us?
That's
Trying to make us
entirely
look bad?
possible. Entirely
Oh, you know
possible.
what? You know what would be fabulous? Somebody's got a brand new spell.
Kill all the rats.
Fumigate them bad boys. I'll just stand
You're
on
gonna
the door and you can fumigate the
Well,
daylights
as
out of them.
far as fumigation goes, you can't really get any better than cloud kill now.
I'm
So you're
telling
gonna
ya.
cloud kill under the door to the rats?
Yep.
All
It's
right.
down, right? It's in the basement.
Yeah,
so.
very well. Well, we're actually done for the night because you just fucking passed that shit. It's like if they use a loud spell like fireball, everybody gets to make a check, but you're just like cloud kill.
I just want to thank
And
the
all you hear
viewers.
is like a bunch of rats squeaking and then like squeak, squeak, squeak. Ah. And then you
I just
hear-
want to thank all the viewers for fish hooking the mod for us. Thank you very much.
Yes, all the viewers who decided to say, hey, you should take cloud kill. This one's for you guys. You picked it, I took it.
Nice.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so I mean there's more to the party left to go, but that's where we're gonna stop for the night.
Oh yeah, I go down to make sure they're actually dead though.
They're dead. They're very dead. There are several thousand rats here.
What the?
So somebody tried to sabotage our party. Somebody set us up the bomb.
Yep. And those somebodies aren't going to live for very long.
None of we
So-
find
Someone
them.
set up
you
us
see
the
me
bomb.
like look around like, oh my god, there's so many rats.
We get signal, main screen turn on.
We get signal, main screen turn on. All your base are belong to us.
How are you, gentlemen?
Make
I
your
was
time.
I was going to see if that was if I think this was done by natural causes, like, or they were like summoned.
How would you go about determining that?
Just examining like
okay.
the path.
Yeah, make a
knowledge
perception
nature?
check.
Can I do a knowledge
Detecting
nature?
for magical residue.
That was my knowledge nature, but it's the same check for perception.
Okay.
So 28
Yeah,
either
with
way.
your perception, you identify a strange smelling residue on the floor. Do you have craft alchemy?
I
I
do.
do not.
Okay. Roll craft
Let me
alchemy.
see. Okay, let me see. I got plus this to craft alchemy.
Yeah, you identify this as an alchemical lure intended to draw male rats to a location.
Interesting.
Alchemical. Who was just talking to us about alchemy?
It's ratnip.
Yeah,
Ratnip.
really.
Ratnip. Nice.
It's like what do we call that? The deer scent
Oh,
that you put on your pants leg. I can't. I'm drawing a blank.
Deer nip.
Excellent.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
basically oh well. Anyway, onward.
Yeah, let's do some outros here,
Musk.
guys.
or
So let's
something to
see if we can
draw
track.
them.
Yeah, see if we can backtrack.
No,
this.
no, we're done. We're done for the night.
Oh, we're shutting down.
We're
Okay.
doing outros. We're saying goodbye
All right.
to the audience. Who has
Audience,
things they want to share?
You guys definitely close this one out.
Yeah, with the cloud kill.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. This extreme easy victory definitely goes to the audience.
That's true. That's true, audience. You made this happen. Any other closing thoughts for the night?
I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who came to watch us tonight. You guys are awesome.
You are awesome.
Your recommendation for Cloud Kill obviously was fantastic, and right there basically just saved us from a severely embarrassing situation. And Arthur, I assume we're possibly still on for Thursday.
We're definitely on for Thursday.
We're definitely on for Thursday. So those for you who don't know, on Arthur's channel, Thursday night at the standard time, I will actually be GMing a BattleTech game.
Oh, nice.
True.
I'm probably
It's
gonna
happen.
watch that.
That I've been studying very diligently for, and I've been learning a lot about Roll20, getting everything set up for this. So
Sweet.
it's going to be, even though it's a one shot, it's going to be pretty fantastic. I hope. So that'll be pretty awesome.
All right, guys.
Yep.
That-
Big
Yeah, if
crowd
this is your
tonight.
first
Thanks
time
for
here-
watching, everybody.
Yeah, follow, like, subscribe. If you first time here and you want to learn more about the show, click on the YouTube button and go find the playlist for Skulls and Shackles, because there's 33 episodes you missed filled with this level of amazing content. Although the first couple ones are not this amazing. I did not hit my stride until season 2.
I don't know. Any of the
I don't
ones
know.
before I showed up?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Well, you showed up halfway through season 2, so yeah. And plenty of other shows on there. Check everything out. Check out my schedule down there. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for following, liking, and subscribing. And we'll be back next week. We're good for next week? Everybody's good?
Yeah.
I'm good.
We'll be back.
We're in.